Hi, my name is Afrah and I am a multimedia artist and researcher. And I make work that kind of tries to use research and tech and interactive ways of learning about things or of storytelling. The work that I'm showing at Sunaparanta, it's called Sultana's Reality. And there was this short story written in 1905 by a writer called Begum Rokeya Sakhawat Hossein, and the short story is called Sultana's Dream. And in that story, it starts with this woman just sort of sitting in reverie, and she slips into some kind of a daydream, and then she imagines this fantastic world where gender roles are reversed, and where when a world's priority is not, say, defense, where do they invest money in, the beauty of rainwater harvesting or of growing fruits and vegetables, and a certain more fuller and loving imagination of the world. And I really loved that short story. But through this work, what I was looking at was not the story, but the life of the woman who wrote that story, and the lives of other women of her generation, some of the earliest women to be able to read and write in this country. How did they get to that place where they were writing such an amazing text as Sultana's Dream? So the project is called Sultana's Reality, and it's sort of like an archival research project where I look into the lives of these women, the history of the education movement for women, the ways in which they started writing, the things that were laid upon them, the ways in which they subverted those things. And this research project actually came about through a really interesting collaboration with an archive in Calcutta called the Center for Studies in Social Sciences. And in that archive, there were a lot of images that I was allowed to access and use. And I was interested in looking at the images of women in that archive. So, it was from like popular prints and lithographs to folk art and pachchitras and bazaar art and calendars and all kinds of different material, magazine illustrations. We're just looking at a range of material and looking at the way women were imagined in this material. And often the women are not the creators of those images. They are women inside images that people have imagined of them. And sort of just playing with those patterns, playing with what themes emerge. And I kind of paused at this theme of images where there were women and books together in the frame. And that really intrigued me, because in some of the images, the women seemed really drawn and immersed and in love with the books. And in some, it felt like the books were being kind of forced on them. In some, they looked irritated with the book. And I was like, what is the story here? What is this relationship that women have with books? And that's kind of what I'm trying to answer through this work. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.